on our teas. Jane focuses on Sut. But that's another story for another day. But anyway, till we meet again, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Peace! Oh, dirt! Did I throw this away? This random desert yellow dye that just somehow ended up in my inventory? Did I throw it away? Hmm? Okay. Does the water hurt us? The water hurts us. Click. Right. Click. Right click. Right click. You know what? I know how to fix this. And then it's not gonna, like, run keyboard. Yet, not only did the tree fall, and not only did we see it, therefore it making a sound, it almost fell. Now, we save. We'll do it again. We'll get one of them. Hopefully, actually one of them.
Good afternoon, Talos. Join us in congratulating Dr. Lorenzo Calvino, winner of the Employee Innovation Award this quarter.
Look out, someone's coming! Hide today! Okay, so we can't just... Anything to report! Still have a waging man. Alright, continue your patrol. Oh, this wedgie. This guy's isn't doing it. Too many clothes! No! No! Come on, man! That's just nasty. That's just nasty. So this right here looks like a Dragon Ball move, if you ask me. Hug?
I'm in here.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Can we clip that?
Let's go. Watch out! No!
I'm gonna have a kick down. And skadoosh. It's visually impressive is what it is. It's also dead. First try. The work not working. And how's that working out for you? And I did it? Is that it? This is very bad, chat. Well, I just got punted. Wouldn't mind drowning some hipsters in cheese. How do we get to him? No! It's gonna be, telling me is to get good scrub. And then I'm just gonna be like, I did!
Get good scrub.
See? See? It just did!
I don't have the stream sound on because I don't need to
Right
hear it.
click! I don't care. I'm gonna sit here until I believe that I don't care. Spoiler alert, it took me a while before I realized I still cared. What is up, my peoples? Tell me about your lives. Tell me about your triumphs and your struggles. Tell me some good things, Chad. First off, my camera's really dark. Cause for some reason, my Elgato light decided it no longer wanted to connect to the Wi-Fi. So I don't have a light. But today, chat, we are going to be doing something a bit different, something that I've not actually done on the stream before. We are going to be doing some coding, which of course you've seen before. But, big but, and I cannot lie, we are, I think it was 7 people that have subscribed on the gaming YouTube channel since the last stream. Really appreciate it. We are going to be building something for someone else today. So, I had the opportunity to pick up a little project for the streamer MissMikkaa, who, if any of you are not familiar, she is a variety streamer that mostly is known for her Elden Ring challenge runs. So I'm talking like absolute madness runs, like playing the entire game with one finger on a PS5 controller. That's nuts. And actually doing it. And also playing the game twice at the same time. Once on PS5, once on PC with a dance pad, simultaneously. And finishing the game twice at the same time with two different controls, with two different games, again, simultaneously. That's nuts. And so I watch her out of work in a lot of her streams so that I can catch all of these wild challenges live. Also, the most recent one is she did a level 1 New Game Plus 7 run. Essentially meaning you have to beat Elden Ring 8 times with a level 1 character. Which is, for most people, not possible without putting in insane amounts of time and getting good. And she did that just recently, so. But anyway, I was in her chat, and I overheard her saying while I was doing something else that, she wanted a counter, meaning that whenever she says something in chat that is, like, mildly what she would call sus, everyone in chat just starts spamming the command, or emotes, which looks like this. So, you just get like strings and strings of in chat. So she thought it would be funny if she ever had a way to have a counter on the screen. And I was like, hey, I'm a software engineer. I build things for Twitch, like I built my own bot and stuff. That would be pretty easy for me to build. That's totally doable. I'll build it for you. And she's like, sweet, go ahead and do it. So I asked if I could stream the process. She was like, yeah, that's totally cool. So, here we are. Today we are going to be building a counter. And the way that it's gonna look is we're gonna have a picture of the emote appear somewhere on the screen, probably the top right. And then there's gonna be a number that appears under it. And every time that someone puts the emote in the chat, it's going to count that. And so we're gonna do two variations of this. One is going to count every single instance of in the chat for the entire stream. And then another one is going to count the number of times is spammed in the chat within a short amount of time. So the entire stream counter is going to go, like I said, for the entire stream, whereas the other one, I'm going to call that one the streak counter. That one's going to reset after no emotes are posted in the chat for like, say, 10 seconds. So after like 3 within 10 seconds, the counter's gonna show up, and then it's gonna keep counting for as long as are being shown in the chat within a 10-second period. And then after a 10-second period, it's going to disappear and reset that counter. So that's what we're doing today. So let me catch up on chat really quick, and then we'll actually get started with the code. So Strike's Ben, what is up, sir? Back from Space Constellation 57D AT560TQZ. What constellation is this, Sir X-Men? I feel like you're making a reference that I don't understand. Also, spaghetti bolognese with extra minced beef? Huh? See, that would be a good opportunity for the Investor Mark, yeah, it's all good, Sir X-Men. How you doing though, Sir X-Men? What is up, sir? Yo, formal juice. Yes, code. Today we are actually coding for another streamer. Today we're building a overlay widget. So, what we're gonna do is we're first going to build this into my bot. Because I think that would be probably the easiest way to implement this. Since I already have like the configurations and everything set up. And then what I'll do, probably off stream, is separate out that logic into a separate bot that I can then send to Mika. Because if I can make it work for my bot, I can make it work on a separate bot. Does that make sense? So, thankfully for us and for Mika, what she's asking for is one of the technically easiest things that I can do as far as like the API stuff goes. Because we have built a number of the subsystems necessary to make this work already. We just need to modify some of the things that we have already in order to work for her specific use case. Specifically, we are going to be using the Evo alert system. So, except we're not going to be using a, thank you for that sub, Obi Coloni. Really do appreciate that. That's super generous. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. How you doing, Obi Coloni? Thank you for that prime. Again, super generous. How you doing, Ovi? Good to see you on stream today. We are building a counter for MissMikkaa, which I explained a bit ago. We're basically counting how many times the occurrence of occurs in the chat, and also doing it for streets. But how you doing, Ovi Coloni? Thank you again for that sub. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna create 3, let's see, 4 variables. We're gonna grab these 3 right here and then create variables out of these instead of having them in an object. And just to make life easier for me, let's put them right here, since we're gonna have this be a thing that's directly connected to the chat message handler. So, what have you been up to, Lily Coloni? How's life treating you? Okay. So, today's job is to add proper API responses to your API. And then when it gets okay, well, empty objects when the data isn't present and didn't add the auth layer. Good stuff from Lagoose. So, what API are you building again? I know you mentioned it before, but it's been a while. Okay. So, let's change this to total count. And then let's also have another one called streak count. Also going to be 0 to start off with. And then let's see. We don't need this. It's up there. Building an API mobile app for project-based planning. Imagine Jira, but for indie developers who just want to have something to monitor the progress. Would you be terribly upset with me if I said I really don't even know what Jira is? I've heard the name, but for some reason I've never bothered to look into it. Jira is ticket monitoring. Imagine Trello. Okay. So I can imagine if it's for like corporate settings, it's probably pretty bloated, if I had to guess. I wish my light would connect to Wi-Fi. Why you no connect? Lots of features that indie devs wouldn't use, indeed. So are you planning to sell this or monetize it in some fashion? Or is it just like a passion project you're gonna open source? Okay. Let's call this streak time to trigger. Streak time to trigger. Okay. And then let's do another one. Let streak. Wait, how streak? Streak in progress equals this. Okay. First project that you're planning to use yourself. There's a side project on for people to expose their apps to-do list of new features that you want to monetize. That's fair. Imagine creating a release notes pack. That's a hosted site that updates for each release. That's a good idea. Very nice indeed. Good stuff, sir. Okay. Now we come into the chat message handler. Let's just do this at the top of the chat message handler. So actually, wait, no. Hold on. Since I already have some logic here. Yeah, we're gonna need the word array. So let's iterate over the word array for stop. Amazon, stop trying to code for me. I have an idea here. Okay. So, this is the part where we check to see if the emote is in the message. So, if so I pulled in some configuration stuff. So I'm using the emotes that can trigger this in the configuration file. Which reason being is so that it would allow her to easily add and remove emotes that can trigger the counter by herself. Word array at I. So if the current word in the string, in this case the chat message, is at any point in the chat message, then it will trigger the then it will increment the haunt total and the haunt streak. So, we think. So if it's included, we want to increment the haunt total count. That's good. And we also want to increment the haunt streak count. Easy enough. And then let me think. Then we want to we want to reset the time to trigger. So first, what we want to do is we want to say this is a new date. And then, so Amazon has the idea. Set seconds, in this case, we want it to be plus 10. Okay. Then we want to break the loop. Yes. GB, I am the blessed one to know you, sir. How you doing, GB? Okay. Sir. What is up, sir? It's coding time. The logic is already, or at least the back-end logic is already coming together quite quickly. So, now, we're gonna need another function right here. We're gonna need this to what's the main objective? We're filling out progress support. So, TLDR, what we're doing is we're building a emote streak counter. So, in this case, whenever Mika's chat starts spamming this emote right here, this one, what we want to do is whenever 3 of those, my brain is stopping. Whenever 3 people put that emote in chat within 10 seconds, we want a overlay element to appear on the screen that then shows a counter for how many people just continue to put huh in the chat. And then if and when no one puts the emote for 10 seconds, the overlay element goes away and the counter resets. And we're also keeping count of the total number of huhs for the entire stream. So that at the end of the stream, she can go to her like in-screen thing, her big webcam scene, I'm supposing, and it'll have a overlay element that stays probably at the top. That'll show like, how's this stream? Yeah, 2 separate counters. Total huh and huh streak, yes. So, we have most of the logic right now for attempting to set up the streak mechanism. So we just got it in to where we can tell when a huh is put into the chat. And so we increment the total and the streak. And I'm trying to think, like, right here, once we set the seconds to 10 seconds in the future, we need to have a way for the thing to know, like, okay, start checking for if the streak hits more than 3 or ends, which is going to require some kind of interval. I'm reluctant to have an interval that runs all the time because that's just like wasted system resources. It's not going to be like much in the way of wasted system resources, but it's wasted system resources. We don't want that. We want to try and do this properly. So, we could, let's see. We could start the streak right here, but I was thinking initially that the streak would be flipped to true once we hit 3 and over, because that's what would trigger the you know, actually, no. Don't make it hard silver. Huh, element. Visible. Thus. Now we're good. Now, here, what we can do is we can say if the if the first three ha's have to come within 10 seconds. So, do the first three ha's have to come within 10 seconds? Yes, number 3 is within 10 seconds of number 1. Or is it acceptable for each of them to be almost 10 seconds apart? The second one. Because what I'm thinking is whenever the first one gets prepped. So like right here, let's assume that this is the first ha in the chain, okay? It's gonna set the timer to 10 seconds from then, okay? And then, whenever the second one comes in, it's gonna set it 10 seconds from that. And then the third one comes in, 10 seconds from that. So on and so forth. That's what I have in mind, anyway. Unless you have a potentially better idea, maybe. I'm of course open to suggestions. Stuff like this is always fun to be a group endeavor. Yeah, let me actually read out the requirements that she gave me. So, just reading from what she sent me in Discord. So she says, it would count the amount of times someone uses a specific emote, and then if it's like 3 times in a row, it would then start showing on the screen and counting how many times that emote gets used in a short time span. I think it should probably stop after a few seconds, max 30-ish, after the last emote has been used. And it would just look like the emote with the amount under it. And then it would be cool if it would count the total amount and I could bring it up at the end of stream or something. It would also be cool if it slightly moved very slowly, like waved a little. So, she's saying here like 3 times in a row. But that would be kind of hard to achieve, considering how quickly her chat moves. So just kind of thinking and observing like how her chat flows. There's not that many occasions whenever there's 3 ha's, 1, 2, 3, like 3 messages in a row. Because with as fast as her chat moves, what happens is like you'll have huh, and then like a 1 or 2 word chat message, and then haha chat message. You know. does interrupt me literally 3 chat messages in a row. It's no break or just in a short time span. Unless you're making yourself alone, requirements out. Yeah! At least there's no fire here. Also, totally random. Oh, sir, does my camera look insanely dark? Because my Elgato key light is refusing to connect to the Wi-Fi, so I can't turn it on. I have no light today. Because it won't connect. Okay. Anyway. Can see enough of my face to recognize me now, but I look exactly like you did when you were doing your stream setup and did like your rim light on to save your eyes. Immediately assume that, yeah, because it is off. Because I can't turn it on. It won't turn on. I even unplugged it and replugged it, and I checked my router connection map, and it shows it as disconnected. But looking at it on the wall, it's plugged in. So, I hope that the light itself isn't busted. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. So, let's flip this. We want to say hot streak in progress equals true. Okay. Now, what we want using code whisper? Yes. Did I VS code extension? Yes, it does. But I am very spoiled at this point for WebStorm. So I'm just using it in WebStorm. Okay. Now we need a function. So, yeah, this is WebStorm. Huh? Streak. Wait. There's no code whisper extension for WebStorm. Yeah, there is. This is WebStorm. And this is using code whisper. Monitor. Huh. Streak. Timer. Close. And then, see, right there. That's code whisper. See? So, we need a, well, yeah, const monitor. I'm going to use a set interval. And this is going to just be a function that happens every second. So, yes, new date. Let me think. So if the new date is greater than the, straight time to trigger, then we, yeah, streak in progress, false. We reset the house streak count, and then turn off the element visible, and then clear the animal. Perfect. Code Whisperer actually figured me out. And thank you for that follow, Con Dirk. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Feel free to join us in chat. How are you? Okay, so now we monitor our streak time. Great. So, let me think. It would probably be safe, if I had to guess, to check to see if we've hit a streak now, or rather in the chat message handler. That might make sense, because we need to know if that message breaks the threshold. Yes. So now we need to know if, okay, the hunt streak count is greater than 2, and that the element is not visible. If that's the case, then bruh, it's like Code Whisperer understands me. Okay. Almost understands me. Almost. Okay. Let me think. We don't need the total. We don't need the count. Okay, let's just add this as an empty string for now, and we will say reveal a streak for the socket emission. Then we'll copy this. And we will do this one as hide streak. Right? So, very good. So whenever the timer ends, it sends something over to the overlay. Good. So this is the one that we could send something to the overlay. Yeah, because even if the... Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Even if the host streak is not visible, because it's less than 3 ha's, you can still increment the count of the HTML and it not actually show up on the screen, and it would be fine. Yes. Yeah, thank you for that new subscriber on the gaming channel as well as on the software channel. The Rote 38 YouTube on the software channel. Really appreciate that stuff. Okay. So this would be okay. Let's do update count. And then this would be a object count. Okay, let's do this one as total. Then this one is street count, yes. Good. Okay. Let me make sure that I've got all of this straight in my head. We may have just finished all of the back-end logic. So, we have a total hot count, we have a street count. We have the time to trigger that gets reset to 10 seconds in the future every time is put in the chat. Whenever one is put in the chat, the streak in progress is flipped to true. And then this function gets fired that then sets an interval to check every every second to see if the current time is further, like at a later time, than the streak time to trigger. And if it is, then we turn off the streak variable. We reset the streak count to 0. We turn off the element on the overlay. We send that to the overlay, and then we clear the interval, which turns off the timer. Yes. And in the chat message handler, for every word in the chat, we're checking to see if that word is included in the number of in the number of emotes that can trigger the counter, because there's eventually going to be more than one. If it does, if there is one emote, if there is one emote that can trigger the counter to go up, the total goes up permanently, the streak goes up temporarily. The streak timer gets reset and then set 10 seconds into the future. And then the counts are sent to the total and to the streak on the front end. And then we say, if this is the first in the streak, so we don't have a streak currently in progress, we flip the streak progress variable to true and then start the timer, break the loop. If the streak is greater than 2, so meaning 3 or more, and the overlay element is not currently visible. Then we flip the visibility, the element visibility to true, then we send a signal to the overlay to reveal the hot counter. Yes. Very yes. So, that means we're done, almost done, with the back-end stuff. So, we need to, let's see, so we need to add in a new socket listener that's listening for things from the front end. So here, we need, let's just copy this and then fix it for our new purposes. Good. So we'll say get count. So then we could just do this. Because that would be fun. And then okay. Boop. Let's also switch this to update so we don't get ourselves confused. So that way, whenever the elements are first brought up on the screen, it shouldn't be a problem. It'll just grab the current info. So, great. Now we need to add in, and thank you for that new subscriber on the gaming YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. So now let's add in the two HTML routes or pages that we're gonna need for the specific elements. You'll see, right? And This, streak. And total. Okay. We will this as total. Streak. Great. Now we just need to make those pages and the JavaScript and CSS associated with them. Yeah. Okay. This right here. New HTML file. Streak. And okay. Also add in the JavaScript and CSS. New style sheet. Chat. Something I've been thinking about. I'd be curious for your thoughts. I've been thinking about porting my entire overlay stuff to something like React or Next, which is just basically React with extra layers, in order to have an opportunity to teach about those tools and concepts. But I'm wondering if that wouldn't be like entirely overkill for a system like this. Because, like, it might actually make working with the bot overlay harder if we do React or, you see where I'm going, or Next. Because it'll make it harder to, like, directly mess with things. Give me a good structure for removing some logic to the client side, if you want. Maybe Maybe? My concern is that it would make the whole thing, like, too bloated. Okay. Let's copy all this initial logic to these two. So this is the total. And then, yeah, again, the total. For example, in this project, wonder why I would track if the element should be visible on the back end. Ideally, display logic could be left to the client side. Much easier to organize than if I developed a React component which kept the counting and display logic self-contained. I could just shift it there now that I'm actually working on the front end. But part of the reason that I'm doing the back end is because I'm trying to keep track of the totals as well. So maybe if I only tracked the total on the back end. This is the streak. I could always refactor this later if I needed to. Backend definitely should be the source of truth for the totals. Send the backend signal when new HAs come in and maybe when the streak ends. Front end can decide if it needs to show itself, hide itself, or stay in the same state. Could. Also, chat, I've been ignoring my teeth this entire time. I should not be doing that. Thank you for that new sub on the gaming YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, really appreciate it. Uh-huh. So, a bit of irony here. Considering that we're doing a software stream, most of the YouTube subs that we're getting today are for the gaming channel. Which I think is humorous. Okay. So we have the image itself. Then we have a div containing the count. Super simple. Let's add a ID here and just call this image in case we need to resize it. Because the way that she showed it in her example, whenever we were messaging, is she wants the emote to be on top and then the count to be directly below it. So that should do. And then we just have to like center everything. We should be able to center this with a flex container, right? It's like center everything horizontally. If I'm thinking about this right. Yeah. So, if that's the case, let's just do that now. On container, and then display flex. Trying to remember, it was it direction? No. Flex flow. Spitballing, of course. That's all good as heck. I always appreciate your input, my dude. The columns, we want this to be a row, don't we? I always get this part confused. Row. Justify center, and justify items center. Pretty sure, right? Okay. We also need an animation on this thing. So, let's see. I'm gonna say it's add, yeah, keyframes. Container animation. Okay. So we want to be a 0 and 100%. We want just trying to think. We want the top to be 0. And then let me think. At 50%, we want the top to be 100%. That in top 100%. And then we just need to determine the height of the container. So let me think. We want also there to be a gap of, let's just make it a nice, easy 8 pixels. Okay. Not that. Yet, I just had a complete brain fart. I'm trying to think something relative to our position. Yes, thank you. My brain just lost the word position. And thank you for the new sub on the gaming channel. Really appreciate it. This is making me wonder, okay, where is my short blowing up that I had earlier today? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it is. It's currently at 513 views and is the number 1 out of 10 of the last 10 shorts within the first 6 hours and 42 minutes. You love to see it. It's also getting some comments as well. Yes. Good. You love to see it, Chad. Apologies. Got distracted. Okay. Here's what we can do. We know that the emote is 128 pixels high. I'm wondering if that's gonna be too small. And then there's gonna be a 8 pixel gap. So 136. And how big should we have the font? I'm thinking like at least 36 to make it, nice and visible. Let's just judge for 36. That gives us a minimum necessary height of 172 pixels. So let's double that. So let's make... Haha! Okay, so the height here is showing 344 pixels, but, we're gonna make it. Jet, do you know how many pixels we're gonna make it? I need about 350. Okay. And let's make the width, because we don't know how many she's gonna get. And in order to keep things centered, let's have the width at 500 pixels. It's probably a little big for now, but let's just see. Also, Chad, do you think that we should have some kind of, like, background behind it, like a 25% visible, like, black background behind it? For visibility's sake says yes. Aesthetics says no. I feel like there's gotta be other ways that I can make the text visible regardless of color. I can figure that out. So, count color white. Have the text flash obnoxiously between dark and light colors so that some color will be visible against the background. I have a feeling she's not gonna like that. too much. If I had to guess. Start with trying to do some background. So something. Then iterate with the client. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we have some kind of text shadow outline. Right, being Mika. So, I'm thinking that just judging by the aesthetics of the rest of her overlay, I could, yeah. But I'm also just trying to take a good guess based on what I know of her stream aesthetics as it is. So I could probably do with a I know y'all can't see it because I can't move that much. But I physically felt my back just trying like lean back into my chair as I'm thinking. So it's like a It's so weird how sometimes I will take physical actions like an able-bodied person, knowing that I can't do those things, but my body still tries to do them anyway. I have an idea. So, y'all have seen this a number of times. Whenever my follower alert goes off, or my sub alerts or bits or what have you goes off, the name of the person pops up, and then like it grows, and then behind it, like little after images, pop up behind it. Like with the multiple colors. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But, I could use that same idea, but just do it in black and only have it go out like a very, very small amount to where it acts as like an outline shadow. And it would be very subtle to where it would allow the numbers to like elevate from the scene itself. Even if you have a white background, it would still have a subtle enough outline to where you would be able to see what's going on around it. That would work. Yo, Mr. Brewer. I am doing great, my dude. We are working on a project for a pretty large streamer, MissMikkaa, and it is coming along very quickly, if I do say so myself. And I do. But how are you, Mr. Brewer? Here it is. It's fun to say what's up, indeed. How's your day treating you, though, Mr. Brewer? How is everything? Okay. I'm gonna take this. We're gonna slap it right here. And it's gonna look pretty whack right at first. This is only for testing purposes. Okay. Actually, let's actually give it a look. Let's just put in a number right here, just so we can see it. And I will actually need to restart the bot. So, let me think if there's anything I need to do before I restart the bot. I don't think so. Actually, chat, it's been a while since I've done my medical stuff. I am going to take care of that really quick. For those of you newer here, I have to do this every now and again so I don't get myself in breathing trouble. So, I'll be right back in like 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'll run around 3 minutes of ads so folks that come in for the next hour don't get a pre-roll. And I will be right back.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Computer,
What?
do you understand the nature of this run? The fact that it's a non-tanking run that we die in one hit?
Come here. You gotta be able to kill me in a fist fight. Come here. I can't even punch a guy to death. Flip it. Just flip it.
It will also take a hard drive clip for me in both horizontal and vertical format. on my computer. And as the Zero points out, exclamation point, CLIP, clip. So, cool moments, exclamation point clip, you don't even have to edit it yourself. So, notice all. Why do? Somebody clip that. I want that sound. A little doo-doo. Please. See if we can kill him with the two-handed. You know what? It's okay. We don't need to know about that. Sir! Thank you so much for that raid. Everybody coming to Martin Bear Stream. Thank you for that follow. I keep... You can move in the... Oh, jeez. Thank you for that... Wait. I keep removing the... TV, LG, and Orion the Joke, and Darth Jurgen. Everybody coming from... Let's see. Yeah, I returned. You crumbled. Wrong button again. Yeah, why does my stream deck do this sometimes? There. Okay. Let me restart the map super quick. Okay. Now, we shouldn't have missed anything. The draft so you can watch the women's hockey final, is there? Look at the rest of the stream. Indeed. Thank you, sir. We'll be going for roughly another 2 hours. So, shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Then let's do this. Good. Now, since the bot is going again, let's do this. Little host. Pull in 4001 slash what are we working on? The host streak? Yes, host streak. Okay. So not what I was hoping for. In the least. Okay. Let me think. Where did I mess up? Log container, the hog count. Or is it supposed to be column? Column. Okay. So that fixed that. But, this still isn't right. So, the first thing it did is it blew up the image to fit the width, which we don't want. And let's see if we can fix that. We're gonna go for the visuals first before we work on the actual, you know, other stuff. Wait, I also didn't apply the animation. The animation name, container animation. Animation duration. Let's have this go for 10 seconds. And then animation direction. That's right. Wait, I need it to loop. Iteration infinite. Jet, this is not what I had in mind. Not in the least. Nope. Not at all. Okay. Okay. So now that we've got things kind of working, let's see if we can fix some of this oddness. So, first things first, let's say body is margin 0, padding 0. Okay. Look at how weird it is. It's not supposed to take up the whole space. But dude, why are you taking up the whole space? Okay. Let's set the height and width here. Also, overflow hidden. Just so we don't get any weirdness with that. Okay. Okay, so it looks a bit better. Except, look what it's doing. Okay, we need this thing to just go a little bit up and down. Here's a thought. Okay. What you gonna do now, bro? Okay, so if we do like this, so if we tell it to manage the size of the window itself, that could help. Thank you for that new subscriber on the gaming channel. Really appreciate it. Also, let's do this to be like 50%. Do this. Okay. Next thing to try, just for visuals, is we need the width here to be 100%. Then black, 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 black. Okay, we don't need it to go that far out. Okay. Let's bring it down to like 2 pixels each. Pretty sure this is the
amount moved. Pretty sure. Good, it is. Okay. Now, to center that text, um, line, content, center, oop. Text line, center, there we go. Okay. Now, something we can do is okay, let me think. Let's make a source in OBS that we can hopefully use to make this thing go. Okay. So browser source, let's call this streak. Okay. And so that one not active. We need the width to be 330 and the height to be 500. HTTP :// localhost. :4001 / streak. Okay. So, a height of 500 is far too much. This is good to know. Okay. Let me think. We could have the width be like 256. That's called 250.
height is... let's go 200. Actually, no, let's keep it at 350 for a second. Let's increase the font size by a little bit. Oops. Okay, does it clip outside of the... No, it doesn't. Okay, let's... Let me think. Why are you staying so far to the left though of the frame? I don't think that y'all can see what I'm talking. So like, if you look right here, how's the source against the left edge of the screen? It should be against the, rather, it should be in the center of the source. Meaning, like, sort of in the middle of the folder structure right there. But it's not. Wait, did I mess this up? Hold on. The height should be 350. Oops. What are you? What did I just change? If anything. Nice. The default Microsoft on-screen keyboard is so frustrating. Okay. The width should be 500. No, it should be 250. Hold on, I'm getting confused. Yeah, the width should be 250. By the way, Chad, how's everybody's week coming along? $250. Why are you this way? And now it's against the left edge, but it's no longer center. Bruh, I need this thing to be centered. Let's make this 200. Oh, what? Why are you... Chad, what did I do? $250. Chad, I broke it. How did I break it? Yeah, what did I do? That doesn't make any sense. And the... Okay, and the text became massive as well. Oh, no wonder. I accidentally did this. Okay, this. It scales it to the width of the image. Okay, hold on. This is a good experiment. Image. Height. 256 pixels. Width. Auto. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Though I will say, that is giant. Okay, let's only go down like 10%. We don't want to actually lose the thing out of the frame. Okay. We are now getting somewhere. What do we think, Jed? Is this too much motion? I think it might actually be. Okay. Let's lower it to like 5%. Nope. Not 50. 5. Turn that off. Turn it back on. That seems subtle enough. It also gives us a lot of room to, for that number to get very large. So, I like it so far. So now, the next thing that we need to be worried about is getting the logic to work to where it counts on its own. Which means we first need to set the opacity to 0. Opacity 0. Hit this. This, good. I'll move this over to right above my head. Now, actually, my music stopped. Hold on. Okay. I'm listening to different music than y'all are, so I don't get DMCA. Y'all are listening to the safe stuff. I'm not the CSS. I want JavaScript. Okay. Run this through that here. And this is going to take in one of these. Okay. Now, there are a few things we need to plan. Really just 2. So, const. Nope. Container. Yeah. So, and then also the hot count. Right. Then we need to set up a few listeners. So, yeah, socket on. On. And then let's start pulling in the different, the different counters the different events we have. Yeah, so we can do remove this. This, and then errors function. Yeah. Context. Hot count, header text. Yup. Also, there's something else we need to do here. Transition. Timing function. Where does it fade in? Hold on, chat, I need to check something. Yeah, transition's nice. Yeah, transition. Okay, good. Transition. Opacity. 1 second. Great. Now we need to get socket on. And that one is gonna be, where is it? Oh, somewhere here. Reveal host streak. No, so on container, that's style. Opacity equals 100%. See if we get an auto complete for this one. This one is just gonna be a 0. And that's... yeah, literally the only 3 things that we need for this. Yeah, reveal. Then hide. And so there's something else that I needed since I restarted the bot. Yeah, I never actually restarted the YouTube chat. So, don't think nobody in the YouTube chat said anything today. Okay. Alright, chat. Gonna turn off this. Turn it back on. And now, we just need to hunt 3 times within 10 seconds. Yes! Okay, so it's undefined. Why? Okay, why are we undefined? Not total count. Oh, street count? Yes. Oh, right. Street count. I allowed the... okay, there. I allowed autocomplete to lead me astray. Okay. Are you still undefined? Well, because... okay. Not this. Okay, so I need this to be data. Data there. Okay, restart it again. And if I keep going, it's just gonna keep doing the thing, and then if I stop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I was counting, so 10 seconds. And then it goes away. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Now, we need to do the same thing with the total. And we can use basically all of the same logic. Yeah, we can use pretty much everything. So we can take this, everything that's in the wrapper, take this, and then total. Everything in the wrapper. This. And then div today. Okay. And then get rid of this. Yeah, and here as well. Okay. And then take all of this. And slap it right here. Except we don't need this. Or this. Okay. And then this. Throw that here. And then we also move the font size to here. And we can remove this two stuff because we don't need opacity or anything like that. Should be okay. The height may need to be a little more to compensate for the fact that we have another line. We'll see. So this is 356, 350, yeah. So I'm gonna make another scene or source in OBS for the hot total. total. This is gonna be http ://localhost localhost 4001 : total 256 for the width and 350 for the height. Shut down the source when it's not visible. Okay. What did I break? It's not showing up. How straight, how tall? Ah, I took colon instead of slash. Oops. Slash. How tall? There we go. Now, the font color needs to be changed as well for everything. Okay. Yes. Okay, so we do need to increase the height. So let's increase the height till we start seeing things. But the window is probably not gonna let it show up, is it? Oh, 0. Wait, I messed it up. We was able to see it right there. Okay, hold on. It wasn't showing it to me in the preview. Okay. We could probably close that gap a little bit too. Also, why is the Haas not more than 0? And that one shows up. So now let's let it go back. Let's let it go away. That's interesting. So if I was to say switch C or close this, and then it pulls it up as 0. Why?
know why, don't know why. I know why. I forgot to switch it right here. There we go. Yep. That is the stuff, Jed. We did it. Okay. Okay, so just to make this really obvious what's going on, here's gonna be the total. Up here, and the streak is gonna be right here. On the other side of the text. So, if I was to spam, that comes up. And it just keeps counting. Okay. And then I wait 10 seconds. And then the one on the right should disappear. And then the one on the left stays, because it's the total. Chad, we did the thing. We killed it. Okay. Very nice. So I'm thinking with the total, we can stand to, we can stand to close the gap a little bit. I'm thinking, let's try this. Gap 4. Turn this off for a second. Close it up a little bit. Is that not closing? Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of the gap. See what happens. Okay, hold on. Okay, what do y'all think? Does that look like good spacing for everything? Between the words today and the number 30? I should probably also move the text shadow to here. For the total one. much better. Okay. Yet, I must say that I am rather pleased with our progress. I'm trying to think of other ways that we could potentially make this even cooler. So, what would be really fun is if, like, during a streak, the number would slowly get more continuously red the more that it grows during a streak. That could be fun. Not sure how about making that work. Could be fun though. I would have to reduce the green and blue values of the color for each successive hump so that the red would come through more. Is what I'd have to do. I think what I'm gonna do, chat, is I am gonna call it here, because I think that I've got enough to show Mika and be able to get feedback on things that she may want different. And then we will probably do another stream. I don't know, we might do another stream to do the fixins, or I might just do the rest of this offline. You know, like the tweaking and whatnot. But my main goal was to actually get the whole face system done in a stream. And we did. And I would say it does not look bad at all things considered. Like, I'm sure she's gonna want the font to be a little different, or whatnot. Maybe sizings, so on and so forth. But that is stuff that we can adjust as we go. But I think that that is enough to actually be like, okay, we did what we set out to do. So, I am gonna call it here, chat. So, thanks everybody for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following, and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, to get notified of future streams. We spend our time here hyping up Jesus as much and as often as we can, building cool stuff with software, now for the first time, not for ourselves, which is fun, and getting up to all kinds of gaming shenanigans. like the last cannon run. So, I will be back on Monday, Lord willing, 4 p.m. Central, for the continuation of the either the glass cannon run or finishing up the hot counter for Mika. We will see what we'll do in either case. But Lord willing, you will get something on Monday. Currently looking to see who might be on that we can raid. So, let's see. Let's... Okay, chat. Let's send the raid back over to Jeet, who is currently playing Animal Crossing Wild World. So, let me get this raid started. So, if any of you are subscribed and would like to join us in a raid, feel free to use that first raid call. If you are not subscribed and would like to join us in a raid, feel free to use that second one. And as always, if any of you are not hanging out with us on Discord, you should be. We hang out there every single day, get up to all manner of shenanigans and mimicry. We'd love to have you. And if you're more interested in what we have going on the software side of things, feel free to jump in on the different YouTube channels. The first link in the YouTube stuff is the software channel. The second one is the gaming channel. So, let me get this raid started. Let's see. Jake Larson. Here we go. So if no one has told you lately, chat, you are loved. You are appreciated. You are highly valuable. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Till we meet again, Lord willing, Monday, 4 p.m. Central, for more of either the glass cannon run or building Mika's hog count. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. Jesus loves you. I love you. Peace. All day, son. All day. Hopefully I'll have my light fixed by Monday. Stick around for raid.